Hey, welcome back. So, as I was reviewing this body cam footage, I thought this was a pretty unique and interesting uh, piece of information out here. And so, what I wanted to do was just kind of talk to you about this road rage incident that happened on January 8th of 2025. And I think there's some good key takeaways that we could all learn from this particular situation. I've been reviewing the body cam footage and making some edits to it as I'm looking at it and kind of digging into this a little bit. And so just watch it, and then we'll do the key takeaways at the very end. But just pay very close attention to what's going on.
Driver! Put your hands out the window. Hands out the window. Who else is in there? Turn the car off. Car off. Step out. Face away. Face away from me. Walk backwards. Slowly. Keep facing forward, hands in the air. Keep coming slowly. You got any weapons on you? All right, don't be reaching. Come back closer. In the car? Who else in the vehicle? Who else in the vehicle, man? I'm sorry? All right. Back up towards me more. Keep coming. Hands behind your back, brother. I'm just detaining you for a moment, all right? I don't know what's going on. We got to figure it out. Huh?
1413 and 1467, your suspect is Brandon Trim. He used his arms.
Hang on, I'm going to put two on you, okay? I don't want to hurt your arms. 67, I got one detained right now.
Clear, one detained, 1648.
Who else in the vehicle, man? I seen someone in the back.
There's nobody else in the vehicle.
Okay. I haven't checked it yet. He's saying no, but just double check.
All the windows are down.
All right, I appreciate that, okay?
Yeah.
Where you coming from? Sit you back here for a moment, okay? We got a call. Someone waving guns at somebody from that vehicle, okay? Hang on real quick. You got no weapons on you?
Nope. Yeah.
What weapons in the car?
I got a holster right there, but the weapon is in the car, in the lockbox, in the vault.
Okay, so no CPL then?
Yeah, I got a CPL.
All right, cool. Just take a seat for me, okay? And we're going to check the car. All right. Yeah. I'm going to go up the driver's side, all right? Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to open this back. I'm clear back here. All right. All right, it's clear. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wonder what he does. Is he a cop, maybe?
Central to 52 and 29. I know you're still responding. Our call was pulled off. They're going to be in the mega fireworks parking lot waiting for an officer.
5829, Central, grab that.
Clear.
All right, step on.
Central 1413, we're secure.
You need help?
Clear.
I'm going to take these off you, okay, so we can talk.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man?
I'm going up 75. I'm in the fast lane. They in the fast lane.
Who's they? That other vehicle
Yeah.
that was here?
Yeah, they didn't want to get over. So when I tried to go around them, all of a sudden they wanted to speed up to keep me from getting over. So I ended up gunning it and getting in front of them. Then when I got in front of them, evidently they got pissed about it. Then they high beamed me all the way down. And then when they high beamed me, they started following me. So I tried losing them.
And you don't know who they are?
No, I don't know who they are.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you?
Yeah. Need my CPS?
Yeah, if you got it on, yeah, so I can just double check, okay?
can't put my hands in my pocket.
Yeah. All right, here's that for you, okay? So you're coming 75 northbound.
Yep.
That car, you guys are kind of, he's tailgating you?
Yep. And
He goes around you?
Yeah. And then he just constantly kept following me, and I'm bobbing and weaving through traffic trying to lose him just to see how far he's going to go, and he still followed me. So I took 275 to come here, and he still followed me. And, you know, and then all of a sudden I got here, they pulled up right behind me.
Okay. Where's the gun at in the case in there?
It's in the console, center console.
Center console, it's locked up?
Yep.
Give me 1 second, all right?
Central 50 and 52, I'll be on the back vehicle.
Clear.
Yeah.
Central 53, will be clear with the report.
Clear.
What kind of tints you have on that? Is it like dark, you can't see inside?
I have dark from the
Let me roll the window. I'm gonna check real quick because they're saying, if they're driving parallel with you, they're saying you're waving guns at them, okay? I want to see what kind of tints you have to see if that's BS.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I got like factory. It's legal tint on the driver.
I don't care if it's legal or
license.
not. I'm just wondering, is it dark? Like
Yeah, it's dark, but it's
5, 10%, 15, what? Let me take a
5%,
look at it,
yeah.
okay? And it's just the one pistol?
Yes.
50, 29.
29, get the fireworks truck.
Yes, sir.
Clear.
All right. You weren't waving nothing at them?
Say again?
Were you waving your hand at them or what?
I was waving my hand at him like, you know, go on ahead. It's like, why they, what's the name? Because all of a sudden they want to pull up beside me and start videotaping when they the ones who actually started the whole mess.
All right.
It's funny they didn't stay to.
Yeah.
Oh, just hang out right there.
Yeah, hang on right here, okay?
Is anybody interviewing the?
I think Riffle's up there. You can see fresh fingerprints on there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's got a red dot.
Can you hold that real quick? Bradley?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right, listen, Bradley. So the other party, we're able to explain to my partners up there pretty good in detail your firearm, okay?
Okay.
They described it pretty well. All right, it's got the sights on there, it's got the flashlight, and the driver is stating that you pointed it at him, okay?
Didn't point it at them.
All right, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to, put you in cuffs, take you to jail today, okay?
Okay.
All right, it's all going to go in front of the prosecutor.
Okay.
Your vehicle, you want to call someone to come get it? If not, I'm going to have to hook it.
I don't have nobody come get it.
Okay. All All right, man. I'm gonna have you face this way.
Okay,
I'll
turn
double
it-
cuff you, okay?
Turn your engine on.
Yeah. I'm gonna do all that, okay? I'm gonna read you your rights in a minute here, okay?
Yep.
And I'm hoping I can get a decent statement from you.
Okay.
Please.
Seatbelt.
You want it on or off?
No, it's in my
Oh,
license.
There we go. All right, Bradley, I'm going to read you your rights, okay?
Yep.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. If you give up your right to remain silent and later wish to stop answering questions, no further questions will be asked, okay?
Yep.
You understand those rights?
Yep.
Okay, so what happened, man?
Like I said,
Just driving northbound 75
They wouldn't get over. So I tried to go
in the
around.
fast lane?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the fast lane. So I drove behind them for about 2 miles. They wouldn't get over. So I decided to go around them. They didn't want to move. When they see me going around them, all of a sudden they want to speed up to keep me from going around them.
While you're in the middle lane?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I ended up managed to speed up faster than them and get back over in front of them. And when I got in front of them, I drove for about maybe a half a mile. Then I hit on brakes. And then all of a sudden, that's when they high beamed me. Actually, they high beamed me before I hit on brakes. They just high beamed me the whole time. So then I got over in the other lane and they tried to lose them, and they stayed behind me. Then all of a sudden, they started riding beside me, and he started putting up gestures.
Like
to
what?
me.
What kind of gestures?
Just hand movements, yelling. I don't know what he was yelling, just hand movements and yelling. And then
Okay.
all of a sudden, when I managed to get in the middle lane, that's when his girlfriend, wife, or whoever had their phone out and trying to videotape everything.
And they were driving in the fast lane parallel with you?
Yes. And it's like, okay, you guys wanted to start this. All I was trying to do is go to work and go past you guys. I know you wanted to keep me from getting past you because you hogging up the fast lane and didn't want to get over. Because you got all these semis out here. Because for a while I had to go around, try to make it around them, trying to fight with the semi truck. Because I go up this way 75 all the time, going to work. Because I don't going that way, and it's like, deal with this every day. People in the fast lane don't want to get over, and then you get over, and then all of a sudden they don't want to let you get back in front of them. But it's like at the same time they don't want to speed up either.
Okay, so listen, Bradley, your pistol.
Yeah.
At any time when you were in Michigan driving on northbound 75, did
Yeah.
you have your pistol out of your safe?
Do I?
Did you?
No. Yeah, I had it out to put it back in my safe because I have
Typically you have it because you have your holster.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab that too, all right, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I got
So
it.
where was your
Get
gun
out,
at during
forget.
all of this?
It was in my holster, and I put it into the whistle name once I got on the road.
When?
Somewhere around Monroe, Michigan area.
Okay, so while you're on the highway, you eventually took your pistol out of the holster while driving and put it inside your safe.
Yes,
During this interaction with that other vehicle, where was your gun at?
in the safe.
It was in the safe,
Yeah.
and it never came out at all.
No.
You never, you never told it, lifted it up, hey, back off. You
No.
never brandished it like that. You never pointed at
No,
them.
if anything, I brandished was that drill I had sitting over in the whistling seat and over in the passenger seat.
Okay, because you got to understand, man.
Yeah.
The reason you're even going to jail is because they were able to describe a firearm that I located in your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very, very accurately. Now you got to be honest. If you grabbed something else, and it wasn't your gun, and you did point something at them, that's going to change things. So you need to be honest with me, man. Did you have your drill when you pointed at them?
No, I didn't point nothing at them.
Yeah. Did you use any hand gestures yourself?
Yeah, I did hand gestures after he did hand gestures to me.
Okay. And where were you during that? Were they on the left of you or the right of you?
They was on the right of me when he did the hand gestures.
Okay.
Because once I got past them and they got behind me, he sped up and got on the side of me, and that's when he started doing all these little hand gestures.
So your pistol was in your safe before anything even started, before you even started riding up on them.
I already had my pistol.
It was out where?
It
In
was
your
out,
holster?
Yeah. In
Okay,
my
when did you take it off of your holster and put it in the safe?
When we was coming through Monroe, Michigan area.
Okay. Well, I understand that part, but
Yeah.
you know, were they involved?
Involved.
Like, were they were, you know what I mean? Were you coming up on them and then you take it out and you put it in your safe, or were they not even? You don't even know who they are yet. This happened earlier.
Yeah, I don't know who they were by that time, because I seen them coming up, and then I was putting my gun away into my whistle name. That's when they rode up on the left side of me.
So let me ask you this. At this point, you've already passed them.
Yes.
You're in the middle lane and you're putting your pistol into the safe.
Yes.
Why? Why then are you then now taking your gun out of your holster and put it in the safe?
Because I always put it in my safe when getting ready to head to work.
I get that, man, but I mean, if that's the case, you would have put it in your safe as you got in your vehicle in Ohio.
Yeah,
but why in that exact moment? Is it, you know, after there was a confrontation with another driver on the road, is what I'm saying. Is it possible that as they were coming up on your left side and you were you were taking your pistol out to put it in the safe, is it possible that when you lifted up, it was high enough in the window to where they think you might have been pointing it at them, but really it was all just the same motion to put it inside your safe? I mean, is that a possibility?
Yeah, it's a possibility, because that's why I was putting it, because I was on the phone call with my realtor agent at the time.
But you never stopped midway to keep it pointed at them, like, hey, fuck off.
No.
Back up.
No, I did not point at them at all.
Okay, all right. And the reason I'm asking so many questions in so many ways, I'm trying to get the truth the best that I can, man.
Yeah, I
okay?
understand
And honestly, it's in your benefit.
Yeah, I understand that.
I mean, that's really it, man. Okay. I'm gonna finish up here. We're gonna go to MCJ for the night. You'll see a judge in the morning, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Your gun, I'm gonna seize it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on evidence.
Okay.
All right. Other than that, his boots doing an inventory of your vehicle. Make sure he's gonna take note of anything in there of value, because I see there's a lot of stuff back there. Okay. Yeah. That way, it's for the tow sheet. Okay. Yeah. Any questions for me?
Nope.
All right, man. Just sit tight. It's gonna be a few minutes. Okay.
Okay, Brad. Do you need any of these keys?
No, that's the one in your left hand is work keys. I don't need that one.
Do you need your badge at all?
No, I'm not going to work, so.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying I don't know how difficult it's going to be for you to get your vehicle back after this. I don't know where you are, like financially, stuff like that. 2 little mags in there that you found. I think it was in the safe.
Okay, all right, let's double check. Yeah, I'm gonna take them all.
I'm gonna go back through all the stuff. He's also got a dash that points at him and on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
That could clear them right
My cell phone?
If I get your cell phone, will you be able to pull it open?
I should be able to. So
all right, what phone?
The one that's up on the dash.
Step up, man. Let's look at this. Why didn't you tell me that, man?
Because I was trying to bring it up when it was behind me, but I couldn't bring it up.
Bring what?
The camera.
Well, I mean, this whole time, I just learned that you had it. This phone right here?
No, the other one. Hey, if they told me this, can everything go in the
Where's that other phone, Fensky?
I put it with the wallet.
In my car?
Yep.
All right.
Registration David William Zebra 4092. It's on a Honda CRV.
Bradley.
North Texas.
How do we do this, man? What do we do? Here, hold this real quick, Fensky.
Central 1451, you put me in the area.
4G.
Clear.
Central 1488.
You mind if I try and cycle through it?
Yeah.
Okay.
1488, you're at Melody Movie.
Fensky, will you get that for me, please?
Clear.
What's the issue?
I don't know. Today, to 7/4, 6:30. that's going down. Here we go, 5:18 p.m. So this is it right here. What time is it? Hang on real quick. Pistol's out. Okay, hang on.
Central 21451.
1635. I don't have my notepad on. Will you mark that? 1635 hours.
51.
Pistol comes out. All right, 1635 hours. Pistol comes out. He grabs it. He just takes it out and sets it on this middle dash. Hand still on it. He's putting his seatbelt back on. His hand's going back on the pistol.
Are you guys gonna be set?
All right, pistol in hand. Oh, he FA'd the fuck out of him. He's going. Hang on, mark that.
What time?
1636. He FA'd the fuck out of him.
Yep.
I need to get that video. Do I gotta do a search warrant for it, you think? Or do you think I can? Listen, here's my thing. I'm gonna ask him for consent real quick to email it to me. If he says yeah, it's good enough, right?
Yeah. If he says no, I want to take the fucking device.
I'm gonna seize the phone. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll seize the
Take the whole device off the fucking thing. There's gotta be a SIM card in it.
You're right. Okay, hang on. Let me get consent.
I gotta go through that.
Bradley.
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right.
All right, man. We're gonna go. Okay.
Yep.
Nothing else on you?
I got a watch
Where?
on my wrist.
A watch?
Yes.
All right, that's fine. Nothing else though?
No, that's it.
All right, no weapons.
No weapon.
All right. Hey, Bradley.
Yeah.
Could I get the pin to your phone so I can get in it for that video? I'd like to get your consent. I wrote it out here. Okay, Bradley Trim's black iPhone inside of Juggernaut case, the one that we grabbed, for dash cam footage of today's incident on I-75. That's all I want.
Okay.
I'm not going to go through anything else.
Okay.
All right, I just want to go through the dash cam. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
So I got to advise you the rights, okay?
Yeah.
You have the right to refuse me to allow to perform the search. Any evidence of criminal conduct that I find may be used against you in a court of law, okay? Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Understanding these rights, are you willing to allow me to search?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have you sign this, okay? Today is the 8th. They got this completely opposite.
5029 Central. Good. MSP is going to stay on scene, and I'll be in route to
Never mind.
Central 1419.
All right, I'm going to have you sign right here, brother, okay?
Go ahead. Do you need the vehicle information for Phil?
Do you know if the dash cam has to be plugged in order to sync with the phone? Or with that app?
Michigan
It
Plate,
goes
Edward
to the
Charles
cloud.
Lincoln.
The cloud?
0928.
How do I get to the cloud?
Just by the phone.
Okay, so it's where if I want to take that video and just email it.
I've had that system for 5 years. I've never toyed with it like that. So
Okay.
it's probably a feature. I just don't.
Are you cool with me messing around with it to just extract the video?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We should be good, okay? I'm gonna walk you back over there and then,
I can get a couple of water or something.
yeah, I'll talk to the new crew that just got on, let them know, all right?
I appreciate it.
All right, so there it is. Yes, give Bradley some water because he definitely needs it after all that talking that he just did. So, what do you guys think? Did you guys pick up on some things there? I hope so because we're going to talk about them. I just want to just highlight it, just a few of the brief key points here that stood out to me, um, through this. Now, one thing that really caught my attention in the very beginning is, they pull him out of the car, they detain him, and then they go check the other vehicle to make sure no one else is in it. And then you hear the officer say, "Man, I wonder what he does for a living. Is he a cop?" And you see that the other cop's like, "Yeah, there's definitely firearms in here." This guy was pretty well prepared, just as an individual. Um, but then you've seen the military fatigues. Now, the thing that caught my attention is when they got back and they're running his uh, CPL and his driver's license. You see Bradley say, "Hey, can I put my hands in my pocket?" Now, that is pretty key because he wanted the officers to know that he wasn't a threat, and he knew that could be a possibility that the officers would take that in, right? And so his level of training, in my opinion, actually a little bit more than my opinion, I suppose, is that he had more training than just your CPL class. However, it wasn't enough in the right things. Um, so he does have some stuff to him that I'm not going to talk about in here for just the sake of anonymity, I guess. But that stood out to me. Okay, and that's very key, especially when we're picking up information about these kinds of things. Should he have known better? Absolutely, absolutely. Um, but on the other hand, they go and they check out the vehicle, and I showed you where they found the gun, right? They got the combination code, they got the gun, they looked at the gun. You hear the officer say, "There's the red dot." Now that's very specific because the victims in this matter actually described the gun very, very well. I didn't put their statements in here because there was no way for me to put their side of the story on here without sacrificing who they were. Right? I don't want to reveal them. I don't need to put them out there like that. But there was no way to mask their identity, so I chose not to do that. That's just how I roll. Now with the actual suspects, I don't really care unless there's some things there that just the public doesn't need to know or it's not relevant to it. So, but they described the gun very accurately, like the officer had said. And that was one of the things that they talked about was how they could see the reflection and all the things with the red dot and even the light. So that was the other key point is that there was there they the victims knew what they had saw. Okay. Now, as you hear Bradley talking before he was actually placed under arrest, you hear him, at least I did anyway. I counted 2 times where he said he did not point a gun or anything at anybody. But while he's talking to the cops, you could already tell by his body language, his demeanor, just things about him, his micro expressions that he was lying. Okay. And I'm only speculating here because I can't speak for the officers and I'm not going to try to, but I'm speculating that the officers knew that when he pulled them aside with the MSP officer and they say, "Hey, is there anyone investigating down there?" And he says, "Yeah, my partner is," right? I got the impression that some of that stuff was brought up, right? That because and I'm not saying he was lying about the whole thing. I'm saying there was a lot of indiscrepancies in what he was saying. There's some things that didn't add up, and so paying attention to someone's body language um, is pretty key, I think. But definitely him confessing to not pointing the firearm is pretty relevant to this. Now, as we move on, you see that, the cop gets out of his car and he says, "Hey, Bradley, they gave a pretty brief description or a pretty detailed account of what happened. They gave a very detailed description of your firearm. That is why you are being placed under arrest." The officer makes a statement while he's putting him in handcuffs. "I'm going to read you your rights in a minute. Hopefully we can get, I forget the actual term that he used, but hopefully we can get a pretty detailed statement. We can put something on paper. Then you're going to go to jail." Okay. So with that, he puts him in the car, he reads him his rights, and he says, Bradley, do you understand your rights? And Bradley says, yes. All right. And then he says, okay, man, what happened? And Bradley just spills the beans. Now, the whole way that Bradley is talking, if you notice, he doesn't have any of his story correct. He's just incriminating himself time after time after time. And the officer's questioning him, and he said, why now? Why at this point in time did you decide to draw your firearm? And he couldn't give an answer. But the thing that I go back to is, okay, you're driving on a highway. How did you expect to lose somebody on a highway? Like, you all are facing and going in the same direction, right? There's not that many options for turnoffs. It's a pretty well used highway, right? So already you've got my attention there. But then you admit to driving that highway on a regular basis, and you face things like this all the time. What was so different about this time than any other time? Why did you choose to draw your gun out on somebody now versus any other time? Okay. Anyway, I think the prosecution is going to eat this guy up. So the guy goes and he finishes his statement. They say, okay, he's going to finish up. Pay attention to, there's another officer before he leaves Bradley in the vehicle who says, hey, do you want your keys, your badge, your work stuff? And he says, well, I don't know what your financial state is. Okay. Meaning, this is going to cost you a lot of money. All right. Felonious assault in the state of Michigan is a 4-year felony. All right. And it can have some pretty extensive fines to it. I forget what the actual number is, but however, Bradley's bond was set at $250,000. Okay. Now, he didn't have to pay $250,000 if he bonded out. I think it's like 10%. Or something like that. It's not the full $250,000, but it's a pretty decent chunk of money. And so we have to understand that as gun owners, CPL holders, or even just someone who is going to protect themselves, there are going to be fees attached to that, especially if we act inappropriately. All right. So my first thing I would say is, if you're ever in one of these situations, you are better off not saying anything and waiting for your attorney. And later on, we'll give you some resources for that. That's not why I made this video, so I'm not going to get into that. But have your legal matters squared away and have your finances set in order, okay? Because it's going to be costly. So anyway, they go and they shut the door on Bradley. They say, "Yo, we'll be right back. We're going to go finish up." And another officer approaches him. You hear him say, he's got a dash cam that faces him and the road. And he's like, "Oh, that could clear him." All right. So they go get Bradley, and again he lies, and he says, "Man, why didn't you tell me you had this?" And Bradley says, "Man, I was trying to." No, he wasn't, because he already knew his actions were wrong. He just didn't want to say no. And this is your freedom. Okay, this is your freedom you're talking about. You should have just said no, period. But then he willingly gives the pin over and over again to the officers. He helps them incriminate him. So they're sitting in their car, and you can see where the officers are in the vehicle, and they're watching the footage, and he says, "Oh yeah, he FA'd the fuck out of them." Meaning that's pretty freaking clear that he pointed a gun at him. So they're at the hospital or the jail, and he still gives them the consent. Still gives them the consent. And he does it to himself. Like, I kind of feel bad for the guy. I know we did wrong, all right? But I feel bad for him at the same time, because he just like willy-nilly gave up his freedom, his liberty, his rights to own a firearm, okay, off of something stupid. And you see how things like this escalate all the time. They start off small. They're really not a big issue, right? They're mainly things that deal with the individual and their attitude. And it creates an action out of us that puts us in a bad spot. And then it escalates to a point that has a really bad effect on our life for a very long time. Okay. And so pay attention to that. And rule number one, don't talk to the cops if you're in those situations. Let your attorney do the work. All right. So that's kind of why I wanted to put this together and show you a case that had happened. This was in the news, and so maybe we'll put some stuff out that don't hit the news. But I wanted to use this as an educational piece for you, especially if you're a gun owner, right? And just provide some resources for you, some education, all right, and show you how this stuff goes down. So anyway, those are kind of the key points that I wanted to talk about real briefly. Let me know what you observed, what your opinion is, and whether or not if you like this. This is the first video that we have done like this, and I'm hoping to do more. Anyway, so my conclusion to this that I would tell you, or I guess in the way of highlighting something, would be this. Quick-tempered people, they act foolishly. And one who speaks without carefully considering his answers, he's going to lack in wisdom. All right. Either way, it doesn't matter. The cause and effects hold negative consequences. The law does not care about if you're right or if you're wrong. The law is only concerned about what justified you in your own actions. And if we're not sure how to act or how to act with integrity, anything else that we do outside of our own integrity is going to be subject to forfeiting our rights, our freedom, and our liberty. So we must be careful in what we do and how we act and how we treat other people, because eventually it comes back to bite us in the ass. Hope you guys like this. If you want to see more, we will be putting stuff out on our Facebook. We do have a YouTube channel and Patreon. Again, I just started doing stuff like this. We have some content up, but let me know what you liked about this. All right. God bless and have a good day.